All right, girl, it's September. It's time to start hitting that reset button together. If you've been busy, stressed, or just all over the place with meals lately, don't even trip. Your girl got you. Today, I'm showing you my go-to reset meals. They're going to be quick, high protein, family friendly, and actually taste tasty, okay? I keep it simple with my 2 proteins, 2 veggies, and 1 carb combo that you can mix and match all week long. And if you're new here, hey, I'm Coach Ty, nutrition coach, personal trainer based in Atlanta, Georgia. I am 13 months postpartum, and I get the whole busy mom trying to feel good in her body again thing. So trust me, I live it, I breathe it. Let's get into this meal plan so we can get more consistent and confident in the new season that we're in right now. Hey guys, so we're gonna start off with our rice. Today I'm using jasmine rice. This is my favorite rice, and I feel like every time I make my videos, I'm always making rice. But I promise you, this is like a staple when it comes to just having a good carb for you that's gonna help you reach your body goals that you have set for yourself. You have to have carbs, don't skip your carbs. Yeah, you can do basmati white rice. It's also really good, but I really love jasmine rice. You can season it any way you like, and it's going to taste delicious. So we're going to get our carbs started and our veggies started, and then we'll get on to our proteins. A little bit of olive oil we're going to add to it. We're going to add some salt. Generous amount because I like salt in mine. And I'm actually going to add a little bit of garlic powder as well. This is going to give it a little bit of flavor so your rice isn't too bland. If you really want to amp it up, you can actually add yourself some sazon or something like that too. That's going to give it some color, but I'm not doing that today. And we're just going to let that boil and get started on our green beans. Today I'm using these French green beans from Aldi's. They are a staple in my house. I'm gonna make a whole bag. My baby loves them, my husband loves them. And so we just all eat green beans. And so today I'm just gonna be making some for us to eat for the next 2 days. Again, ladies, when you're cooking and meal prepping, you only need to make enough meal for 2, maybe 3 days. And it doesn't have, you can use them for your lunches, you can use them for your dinners, anything like that. I'm gonna rinse these off and get started. Green beans in your pan. We're gonna add in a little bit of chicken broth for flavor. I normally season my green beans before I put them in a pan. I don't know what I was thinking. I will be honest, I'm just spaced, but it's okay. Black pepper, seasonal black pepper. Ginger, my favorite seasoning for green beans. It's a little sneaky ginger. Onion powder, with garlic powder. And my secret ingredient, these liquid aminos. Yes, you want to make sure there's a lot in there too. Okay, perfect. This is going to give your green beans all the flavor that you want it to have. If you want spice, you can add red chili pepper flakes, but I haven't introduced spice to my baby yet for real. So I don't want to I want everybody in my house to be able to eat this and enjoy it. Let me cover it up, let that cook. I'm gonna cut us up an onion. I really only use about half of an onion, to be honest. I don't ever really use a whole one. Just a rough chop, nothing serious. We want to go ahead and cut up all our vegetables before we, all the vegetables that we're going to be using for today's meals before I actually start seasoning up the meat. So just want to make sure your side stuff is already chopped and ready to go. There you go. So starting with my salmon here, this is actually steelhead trout. Actually, let me move this over somewhere. Actually, you know what? This is all going to go in my handy dandy eye right here. If you don't have one of these, I highly suggest getting one. It makes cooking so much more easier. So I'm going to go ahead and get this ready and started so I can easily throw my salmon on here first before I add my chicken. I got it on 300 degrees. Okay, so now I'm going to be just taking my salmon itself. My husband and us, we don't really like the skin on ours, so I'm just going to cut it off. This is a really big knife that I'm using, so just be mindful and careful when you're cooking. I am not a professional cook. I just been cooking for a very, very long time. So I do things, and I also worked in like the food industry for like 10 plus years before I became a coach. And so I'm just kind of familiar with knives and just the kitchen and all the things that is involved with cooking and techniques and stuff, even though this is not the best technique. Anyways, we're going to start off with our salmon. Having a fish, some type of fish throughout the week is very important for just your omega-3s, your healthy fats, proteins, especially if you're someone that's trying to lean out or get leaner, or, you know, cut some fat in a healthy way. Or even if you're someone that's trying to, like, you know, put on some muscle in a healthy way as well, without it being like basically fat-free muscle. Like if you're trying to put on some fat-free muscle as well, you can honestly benefit from salmon. I'm just rinsing it off really quickly, y'all. Nothing too deep. Let's get these onions on here too. For our salmon, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it so it's easy for me to like cook it. All right, we have a couple pieces of salmon here. For today's salmon, we're gonna go with like a Cajun salmon today. So we're just gonna use our Cajun seasoning. And I got this from Aldi's. And you just want to season both sides. How to season it or what you should be seasoning with. Try to buy some blends. I'm really big on the blends. I do sometimes make my own blends, but this makes it easier when I just don't feel like thinking, you know, don't feel like thinking about your food. You just want it to come out tasting delicious. I probably always add garlic on top just because I love garlic, and just add a little bit more color, a little bit of paprika. I'm gonna add them to the right. This side cooks a little bit faster on my eye. Just want to let those cook on each side. Just about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. And this is how our salmon came out. If your salmon don't got that sear on it, baby girl, what you doing? Get into it. Get into it. And it's juicy and it's delicious and it's flavorful and it's actually food that you're gonna freaking eat. Okay? All right. Okay, for today's seasonings for our teriyaki chicken, we're making teriyaki chicken. So we're gonna do, these are our seasonings here. Move that over. We're gonna do our teriyaki marinade and sauce. Now you can marinate this for 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. I don't have time for that. So I'm just make sure I put a generous amount. Okay, a little bit of soy sauce. And then I have a little bit of teriyaki stir fry sauce. Can y'all see that? I kind of got y'all in the dark over here. We're also gonna use teriyaki sauce. This is just a glaze. And you can put this on later if you want. I like to put it on before and after just to kind of make sure it's really like seasoned. And there's a little watery because I guess some of the water came out, and that's okay, y'all. Don't worry. It's gonna all come together. I promise. It's all gonna come together. So we're gonna season this with some garlic, a little bit of garlic. Come on now. I have a fan blowing in the background. If y'all can hear that, it's a fan because the eye gets a little smoky sometimes. Ginger. The fan is blowing my seasonings. Jesus. Our seasonings for that. Okay, so for that today's meal, we're gonna I have an extra veggie in my freezer. I have like this Asian seasoned medley. I'm gonna throw this in there just cause it's in my freezer, and use extra. If you have extra frozen veggies, this is your time to use your frozen veggies. Grab them. If you don't worry about them. This is just me adding stuff to the meal. Okay. Olive oil. Go ahead and start adding on our chicken. Go ahead and put all these in containers. This is a very important step, y'all. Is when you're done cooking, don't leave your food in your pans. Put them in containers. Okay, and even so more, you can also put them in like some of them pre-planned meal prep containers as well if you want to take them to work for lunch. What? Look who decided to join us. Every video that I'm making, I'm cooking. He sleeps for like 45 minutes and that's it. So now we're about to go ahead and finish packing everything up. I actually ended up crispying the veggies over here a little bit more than I would have liked, but it's okay. It's gonna taste delicious. Put some more teriyaki sauce on it. We're gonna put it in packages and then we're gonna put some in some containers, and those are gonna be our lunches for the week. So everything is basically done. I got my protein juice drink. Oh my gosh, if y'all haven't tried, this is like my new go-to for those of you that are not into the chalky taste of protein powders. You've always said like you don't like how chalky it tastes. Y'all see how this looks? It looks like a juice and it tastes like a lemonade. So if you haven't tried the First Form Clear, it has 22 grams of protein in it. I have the lemonade flavor. It's lactose free. Come on, you know us girlies with the stomach problems. We need a lactose free supplement or a vegan supplement. And so I highly suggest this one. I'll leave my link below, but it's so good. I just feel it really helps with like the sugar cravings and just knowing that I'm going to hit my protein goal today because I'm drinking something that's good for me. But anyways, let's get into this meal prep. Everything is complete. Everything is done. Let's go ahead and scale out some of my meals. I like to show y'all how I scale out my meals just so I can make sure that I'm making sure that each meal is going to have 20 grams or 25 grams or more protein per meal. That's just really, really good for you if you're trying to have fat loss, if you're trying to tone up, you're trying to put on fat-free muscle, like I said earlier. Let's get into it. Everything looks freaking delicious and I cannot wait to meal prep this and put it all in the containers. But this is everything that we're working with. We have rice, we have salmon, we have green beans, and we have teriyaki chicken and mixed vegetables. Let's package it up. Our scale here, we're just gonna zero it out and we're gonna start with grams for our rice. And we're gonna do about 100 grams of rice. And I just like to do 100 grams of rice. I like to just do half a cup. I'm not on a bulk. I'm not on a cut. I'm on a maintenance right now, so that's good enough. Or like 100 to 100 and that's actually a little bit too much. Like that's fine. That's a roundabout amount. 100 to 130 grams ish, around half a cup of rice. If you want a whole cup of rice, you can do 200 grams. But I like to do half a cup because again, it just works best for me. I know that if I'm eating this much rice, I know I'm going to be in a maintenance / somewhat of a deficit. And that's where I like to be. In case, I just decide I want to overindulge in a night on a little something extra, like you want to have like a cookie or something like that. I have those macros available to me to be able to enjoy a little dessert or something like that if I please or if I want to. But anyways, perfect. Okay, so all of our rices, because we're gonna have rices. We only have one carb today. We just have rice. I don't know why I took it off, but there we go. We're gonna have our first meal here, which is gonna be salmon. And if you want to, so we're gonna zero this out again. And we want to make sure that all of our meals have 20 to 25 grams of protein in it. So to get that for salmon, you need about 3 to 3.5 ounces of salmon. Okay, so we're gonna put about 3.5 to 3 ounces up. It's a little too much. That's the only thing about salmon. It'd be looking ugly after you cut it up and stuff. So y'all know what it looked like before, but sure. Okay, that's good enough. That's almost 3.5. And then for vegetables, there's a free for all, so you can put as many vegetables as you like. And we like a lot of vegetables around here. We're just gonna do the same thing for this meal over here. Okay, this is perfect. And we also have some onions in here too. This doesn't count towards anything, but if you want to put a little bit of onions on there, you can. This gives honestly, it's just giving your meal more flavor. Bulls is a free for all, so we're just gonna load her up. To get about 20 to 25 grams of protein from your chicken tenderloins, you're gonna wanna have about 2.3 to 2.8 ounces of cooked chicken, right? But I kind of like to eat I like to eat a little bit more chicken. Like that's not enough chicken for me. Okay, so I'm gonna aim for more of like 30 plus grams of protein from my chicken tenderloins. So that's gonna be roughly about 3.5 ounces of chicken here. Y'all probably hear my baby in the background. Yeah, buddy, yeah. And so yeah, that's what it's gonna look like. I like about that much, 3 to 4 ounces of chicken. It's more of my speed. Honestly, we like a little bit more chicken over here. Yes, puppy. Yes, baby. Yes, want some more, sweet? You want some more? I don't have no more. Okay, and you can add a little bit of the vegetables that we had earlier. If you want to put a little bit more sauce on here so it can have a little bit more sauce for later, you can. If you feel like if some of your sauce had kind of went away. If you use the teriyaki sauce, you just put a little bit more on top. If you feel like you need this, just be mindful of calories, y'all, okay? Hopefully y'all can hear me clearly, but the meals came out amazing. As you can see here, I just meal prepped them and I put them in containers and I put the rest in other clear glass containers for us to eat later. This is going to be especially helpful for those of you that travel. You're always on the go. You have toddlers, you have kids for sporting events, you know, your husband needing a meal or whatever. It's going to help you, not only you get your shit together, but so will you get your family stuff together as well, and your body together, and all the things that you've been trying to work towards. So if you want more simple, healthy meals like this, all you need to do is comment below, more meals, girlfriend, more meals that are high protein, okay? Because we love a good high protein, a little good high protein for us because we got goals to meet. And we're working out, we're doing all the things. You need to make sure that you're fueling your body correctly. And this is how you do it. It's so simple, it's so easy, and I'm just happy that I'm able to make videos like this for you all. So if y'all want more, let me know. I'm going to have my anti-bloat meal guide below. It's a free download. It's just some meals that are really mindful of digestion and absorption and making sure that they're healthy for you, but also flavorful because we don't make boring food over here. So yes, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye, guys.